know, if a couple of years ago you'd have suggested that a major celebrity was going to write a book based on her sexual fantasies, people might have thought you were a little crazy. If you'd have gone so far as to suggest this major celebrity was also going to be depicted in this book with everything from bald-headed lesbians to a Dalmatian dog, people might have thought you were a bit off your rocker. And if you were going to go so far as to suggest that this book was going to be bound in aluminum covers, like a notebook, and sell for $50 a copy, someone might have reserved you a padded room.
What might have seemed like a far-fetched scenario a few years back is now far-flung reality. In October of 1992, Madonna pulled her wildest stunt yet when Warner Books published her racy little picture book titled Sex. The release of Madonna's sex book prompted many to remark that the Queen of Controversy had finally gone too far. And considering Madonna's track record for shaking things up, that's saying one heck of a lot. Madonna's appearances have always stirred up controversy. When her controversial documentary Truth or Dare was released, she also brought some family problems to light. While Madonna's older brother Marty feels that the film gave him exposure, it wasn't necessarily the kind of exposure he was looking for.
Yeah, there was more people that were aware of me. Unfortunately, the industry types did not approach me as much as I thought they would, because she kind of put me in this light like I was this crazy son of a bitch, which I was at that time. It's behind me now, and I did get wild, and I admit it. You know, I'm just going to be honest. However, I don't blame her for that. It's just something I had. It was a phase I was going through. I came out of it, and now I'm out there trying to do something collectively and creatively, and the public didn't know this, so you know, hopefully through this they'll know a little bit more about me.
Well, one thing's for sure. Truth or Dare let audiences know a whole lot more about Madonna. At least the side of Madonna she was willing to expose to the cameras. Since she was the executive producer of the film, it's pretty clear that audiences were seeing exactly what she wanted them to see, and only what she wanted them to see. In 1992, she appeared at a Los Angeles fashion show benefiting the American Foundation for AIDS Research, one of Madonna's many pet charities. The show featured appearances by some of the biggest names in pop music, all modeling clothes created by one of Madonna's favorite designers, Jean Paul Gaultier. And although the audience responded enthusiastically to all of the show's celebrity models, Madonna herself wasn't about to be outdone. This was her show, and she was going to make it clear who the real attraction was. And when she removed her top, exposing her double-barreled star power, the crowd went wild. Runways haven't been used like that one since the glory days of Minsky's Burlesque. Enthusiastic fans had to be literally dragged away by security people as they tried to mount the stage. Madonna had done it once again. She had managed to take a run-of-the-mill idea, a charity fashion show, and turn it into an event that wound up on the evening news on virtually every TV station in America. Hot on the heels of her sexy strip show came the sexiest salvo of all, Sex as Told by Madonna. The book consisted of what many considered softcore pornography. On its pages we find Madonna posing with boys, Madonna posing with girls, Madonna posing with, you name it, it was in there. To hike up the sleaze factor, Madonna even scheduled photo shoots for the book at the old Chelsea Hotel in New York. She also shot on location at an all-male burlesque house known as the Gaiety. Madonna's fondness for sleaze seemed to hit its zenith in terms of location photography alone. And what a motley crew she assembled for the book's co-star models. She even did a series of stills with Vanilla Ice. But former husband Sean and former boyfriend Warren are nowhere in sight. Another of Madonna's leading men who managed to escape the pages of Sex is Willem Dafoe. Her co-star from Body of Evidence has strictly a business relationship with Madonna, but his on-camera scenes with her in the movie prompted yet another controversy. Just days after Madonna's book hit the stores, word got out that Body of Evidence was having trouble getting an R rating. And with Madonna involved, you know that it doesn't mean that it was in any danger of getting a PG. Body of Evidence was actually being considered for something a little stronger than R. And that means the dreaded NC-17, or worse yet, X as in X-rated. Madonna in an X-rated movie? After the release of her sex book, it would hardly have come as a surprise. The trouble surrounding Body of Evidence seems to have arisen, so to speak, because of some steamy footage between Madonna and Willem Dafoe. In this screen adventure, Madonna plays a woman on trial for causing her husband's death by having sex with him. Dafoe plays a married attorney who falls in love with Madonna's character. Just what was Madonna trying to prove with this latest assault on conventional sensibilities?
And the reason I'm doing this movie is because it's a great movie. It's a great part for me, and I mean, there's no like strange, like manipulative thing going on here, like, oh God, I'm gonna get this role now, and now everyone's gonna take me seriously. That's not, I'm not even thinking about that.
Well, when it comes to shaking things up and turning convention inside out, Madonna is taken very seriously indeed. Insiders are already asking themselves, what can she do to top herself? How can she be any more controversial than she already is? Well, if there's a way to do it, Madonna will find it. And as long as audiences crave excitement, as long as they breathlessly await her next outrageous move, Madonna will be there, on the job, providing controversy in spades. Saint, savior, sinner, siren, slut. Madonna has portrayed all of these. You can love her or you can despise her. The only thing you can't do is ignore her. As long as she's made an impact, that's all that matters. That's always been the name of her game. And no one has ever played that game more skillfully or with more conviction than Madonna.